Who cares what I want to eat? I'm curious. Let's go ahead and settle this debate here. We got another coach joining us now.
Yeah.
We got Scott Valentine out there in Ashland. Coach, what's up with you? And then tell me, what's your go-to meal at McDonald's?
Well, I think like you, I had the Big Mac meal yesterday, so that was my Big Mac meal and everything's good here. So
Hey, it's great to see you back in Ashland, where, of course, you spent a lot of your coaching career. Did it feel like comforting right away, where you just slipped right back into your role as head coach, or did you have to kind of ease in a little bit round two with the program?
well, the senior group they were in seventh grade my last year here in Ashland, so there was a time period of trying to get to know those kids again and the kids underneath them. So, there was a time period, but as we got going, things got back to feeling more normal.
Haven't got a chance to talk to you since you made the switch from Madison back over to Ashland. Just tell me kind of what weighed into that decision to go back home.
Well, I think there's just a lot of different things. My wife still teaches here in Ashland. We're living in Ashland. So a lot of different factors, nothing to do with the kids. I had great kids there at Madison. They did a great job and worked hard for me. So, but just a lot of other little factors that came into play that helped make that decision.
Bit of an up and down campaign for you guys, obviously at 5-5. Give yourself a grade, Coach, in how you just feel like the season went overall collectively for Arrow Nation.
Well, I think for us, we can't coming in this year. There was a big senior class that graduated, so like 20 some seniors. So a lot of the kids we had coming back didn't have any varsity playing time. So our objective early was to try to see where we were and find out what we had to get better at. And I think as the year went on, we got better. We played some tough games early or in the conference with West Holmes and Mansfield Senior, and just didn't make enough plays there. Came back after those two losses and had a real good game against Worcester. And then the other night with Lexington, the weather played a part in that, but give credit to Lexington. They came out and made the plays, and so we got to rebound now and get ready to go in the playoffs.
Coach, even despite your losses, 4 of your 5 losses were to 10 points or less. Your defense was keeping you in these games despite some lack of offense in those. Just you're going to go up against a strong Tiffin Columbian squad, but with if you have a good defense, you have a chance in any of them. Just talk a little bit more about how your defense has kept you in games and giving you at least a chance to maybe win some of these games that you lost.
Well, there's no doubt I have a great defensive staff. Ryan Stackhouse being defensive coordinator and leading that group of guys. But they do a great job of coaching our kids, and I think that we got better all year defensively at reading our keys, getting off blocks, and then going and making tackling. And like you said, when you have a good defense, you have an opportunity to be in games. And offensively, you just got to make plays when you get the opportunity. So, we've really made strides defensively, kept us in a lot of games, and now we have to as we go into the playoffs, and Tiffin's a very good team, have to be ready to play a good full quarter game.
Travis wants to talk about the defense, but if we get Coach Valentine here on the call, we got to talk about your spread offense, Coach. No question about it. And faltered a little bit down the stretch in those losses, 3 of the last 4. I think you were held to 14 points or less in those games. So you're going to need a few more, I think, to get a win over a team like the Tornadoes. So how are you going to build your kids back up on the offensive unit and get them ready for a tough matchup coming up on Friday night?
Well, the thing is with those games, opportunities were there. We just missed on a couple completions that would have given us some scores. So we've gotten better each game, and I think that's something that with us offensively, Caden Spots is doing a great job running the ball. Our line's gotten better as the year went on, and then Michael Franz outside, Nate Bernhardt's been able to get him the ball, and Gabe Baith and some of our other guys. So we just got to take it and spread it around and try to make plays when we get those opportunities.
Well, I'm sure that you'll figure it out. If anybody can, Coach, it is you with that creativity that you always bring to the table with your offensive unit. So best of luck heading into that game against Columbian on Friday. You got some fans here at the OH Report. Glad to see you back in Ashland too, Coach.
Thanks a lot for having me.
All right, appreciate the time.